Hey guys, this is Brooke Fisher. I'm going to do a short little video today just to kind of tell you guys my story. Somebody posted a story the other day that I said, wow, my story is kind of similar to that. And she said, would you have it on video? And I said no. So here I'm going to put my story on video for you guys. Well, I grew up with, my dad was in the military and my parents divorced when I was 11, and there were, my teen years were kind of tough. There were a couple of years there where my mom was on food stamps, and I used to be really embarrassed about that, and I would leave the grocery store while she would check out, and I remember hiding as she would drive through town because I didn't want people to see me in that junky car that we had. And I remember feeling like when I was an adult, I didn't want to ever have to be in a situation like that, even though my mom was a very hard worker and was putting herself through school as a divorced mom of 3. So for a while it was kind of tough like that. And then when I was in college, I did a lot of partying and a lot of drinking, and I did do a lot of drugs when I was in college, and one day it kind of all changed with this crazy dream I had when I was sleeping. And I'm not going to tell that whole dream now, but that dream was definitely more like a vision. And that next day, that next week, I ended up going to church, and then things started to kind of gradually change. And fast forward a little bit, I ended up getting married and having babies, and I have been teaching fitness since I was 19, and so fitness has always been a part of my life. And after I had my babies, I was 210 pounds with my first baby and 220 pounds with my second baby, and I struggled a lot after that second baby, and I wasn't able to lose the weight, and I was actually just able to lose the rest of that weight this past year with some marriage crisis that I was having. So my life hasn't always been easy, and we've definitely struggled a lot with finances in the 9 years that I've been married. But things have changed for the better in the past few years, and that is because I became a Beachbody coach. And when I first started coaching, I was still, my nose itches. When I first started coaching, I was still heavy. I had ordered Insanity off of an infomercial, and I fell in love with it, even though I was very out of shape when I started. And a couple months later, somebody just said, hey, do you remember this girl, Christine, that we took a turbo kick with? She wants to know if we'd be interested in being a Beachbody coach. And I didn't even think twice. I just signed right up and I was like, okay, you know, I've tried many home businesses before and I sucked at all of them, but I'm like, okay, I'll try this one. And my first year was basically nothing, and then for the past 2 years I've been working this business really hard, and I've been able to build a team of several hundred coaches underneath me, and I've been able to get a weekly paycheck that's bigger than a full-time job I worked while being the wellness director of a YMCA in upstate New York. And what changed for me is that I realized that it wasn't about me and what I could do, but it was about how I could inspire and help other people. And I realized that I had such a passion for that, and so much energy and excitement came for that. What?
We forgot our fruit roll-ups and stuff.
Okay, they're on the counter in the black bag. Just grab them and go, because I'm making a video. So I just decided that I was going to be very successful with this business, and I was going to put a lot of effort and time into it. And I stay home with my 2 kids, and I run a boot camp business, and I run this Beachbody business, and my husband works full-time doing some contracting work. And I love Beachbody, and you know, my kids, 2 years ago, my kids were on state health insurance, and my debit card was declined on a very regular basis, and that was extremely humiliating for me. And I said that I didn't want my kids to have to grow up worrying about money, and I didn't want my kids to grow up not being able to do sports or activities because we couldn't afford it. And Beachbody is changing that for us, and it's changed it for so many people that I know. And I just want to help as many people not have to worry about money as possible, and I want to help as many people as I can to feel good when they go into a fitting room and they're trying on clothes. And I want people to feel like that their life has purpose and that they can help others and that they can be significant. And you need to do that by working on personal development and adding value to other people's lives. So that, in a nutshell, is a little bit of my story, and that's it.